All right, let's get a quick 10-minute workout. Find your feet, hip width apart, toes slightly in. Make sure your knees are slightly bent. Lengthen that front line, get very tall. Lengthen the back line. Shoulders back, we're squeezing the rhomboids towards each other, shoulder blades towards each other, and away from the ears. So if you find already with your shoulders up here, pull them down. Thumbs at the base of the rib cage, pinky at the top of the hip. We're gonna inhale and try to get our ribs to go up away from our hips, away from our pelvis. So inhale, lengthen, decompress, exhale, pull that in. You wanna suck the belly in, belly button towards the spine. Inhale, exhale. We got the shoulders pulling back, but the elbows are wide. Big breath in, and exhale. When you exhale, you pull the belly in. One more time. Shake that off. Let's go right foot forward, left foot back. Again, look at your back foot. Make sure that the pinky side is parallel. Check your pelvis. Make sure you got that three-dimensional alignment and that your torso is in alignment with your pelvis. Again, measuring sticks, thumb, pinky, shoulders, elbows. Back heel is off the ground, and we're making sure that our knees are slightly bent here. Not locked, just micro bent. We're not sinking into the knees either. Big breaths here. Shoulders down, shoulders back, elbows wide. Big breath. One more time. And step forward. Switch sides. Right foot back. Immediately look at your back foot. Make sure the outer edge is parallel. Find your hip alignment. Three-dimensional, neither hip forward or higher. Not too much arching on the low back. Tucking the tailbone. Thumbs and pinky to measure the distance around the waist as you inhale. You create more space. You want to feel your abdominals stretching as the sternum, the breastbone, moves away from the pubic bone. The head is pulling back and up, not with the chin looking up, cramping the back of the neck, but tucking the chin in and lifting it up from the base of the skull. Breathing here. One more breath and step forward. Okay, now from this position, again with the feet hip width, maybe a little bit wider, you can simply just bring your hands to your hips, send the hips back, hinge the hips back, hinge the hips forward. Only going as far as you can go as you feel your glutes, your hamstring loading, the pelvis going back in space, and the entire spine straight. Coming back up, hinging back. Inhale as you go back, exhale as you come forward. Two more times. Good. Shake that off. Take a few steps. Let's go right foot forward again. You can either do measuring sticks here or hands on the hips, but either way, shoulders back and down. From this position, again, we find our alignment, feet, knees, hips. We're gonna send the hips back, bring the weight over the right foot. We're not folding over that right foot, we're pressing into that foot to lift up. The hips go back and the heart goes forward and up, not forward and down, forward and up. And we're breathing here. Check your hips, make sure that The right hip and the left hip are in the same line. Usually the hip of the back leg, in this case the left, tends to pull out into external rotation. So what we have to do is find again that alignment, sink into the position, feel the right glute, feel the right hamstring, feel the stretch of the external rotators on that right glute, right hip, and then step forward. And we'll switch sides. Again, start vertical, decompressing, looking at your feet, your lines, your knees. Big breaths here. And when you're ready, the hips go back. Find the left hamstring, find the left glute. Feel the stretch. Don't lock the left knee, keep them micro bend. Don't sink into the knees. Keep them somewhat straight. Heart forward and up, hips back. Feel the left glute. Breathe. Shoulders away from the ears. Space around the neck. Space on the upper traps. And step forward. Walk that out. Shake it off. Okay. Now let's go wide with the feet, very wide, as wide as you feel comfortable. Same thing, we're gonna integrate. Hips go back, hips go forward. Try to feel that your hips go even, right? So you're not turning, you're not falling to the side, just straight back, the torso stays straight. Check your feet, make sure the toes are slightly in, heels slightly out. Inhale back, exhale forward. Two more. Okay, come back up. Shake that off. One more time, right foot forward, left foot back. Find your alignment. Take your time here, don't rush into the hinge. Hips back, find the right glute. Now from here, we're going to rotate. This right hip is going back, the left hip is going forward and down towards the right knee. Now I come back to center. Make sure I'm in center, not going past center, staying in center. And then again, rotation to the side of the front leg to feel that front legs, glutes and hips. Come back to center, don't go past it. Sink into the right and down. And again, it's not necessarily down. With the torso, we're going upwards. The left hip is going down, but the torso is going upwards. Back to center, and we'll switch. Left foot forward, right foot back. Take your time here, don't rush. Into the hinge, finding your alignment, and then the rotation, left hip back, right hip forward and down towards the left knee. When you come back to center, don't go past it. Keep those hips in the same line. Keep the hinge, rotate and center. Rotate and center. A few more times. Feel the burn on the left glute, left hip, and step forward. Shake that off. And then again, like we started, feet hip width, stand up tall. Feel the weight of your feet on the ground. Make sure your knees are unlocked here. Pelvis stacked with your feet, with your heels. Long line on the front, on the back. Maybe eyes closed for a minute here, just noticing your posture, upright, making micro movements to be straight, but at the same time trying to find some ease. And when you're ready, go on with your day.